It is windy. Grace man, hello guys. Welcome. Welcome. If you're new, hi, my name is Catherine. Welcome. Glad to have each and every one of you here. Um, Hope your day is going great. And I hope your day is blessed as well. How's everybody doing today? How's your day going so far? Getting ready to go take a walk. So I said, let me check out my people. Cause I don't know if I'll be going live later. Chloe, Chloe's Brooks. Welcome to the chat. If you're new here, shout out to you. Hope your day is going great. So today is an open discussion. If you want to talk about anything in particular, put it in the chat. I'll probably go live again to this evening because I don't really have that much planned. I know I have to do a content for my workout channel. And while we out, I'm gonna do a little vlogging for my vlogging channel. So pretty much today is content day. So um depending on how I feel, I will go live later. So what you guys, if you want to talk about anything in particular, comment down below. But before I forget this, just want to encourage each and every one of you that, don't give up on yourself. God had his way of doing things. Sometimes we ask him for stuff, but sometimes he answer, he tell us to wait. Sometimes he tell us no. Sometimes he tell us, you know, that the time is not yet. So sometimes we just have to listen. And sometimes he's telling us to wait. That necessarily don't mean no. So don't give up on yourself. Whatever you're trying to work on, whatever you want in life, and you've been asking God for it, even if you don't you've been asking him, and even if you don't see his answer, or you don't feel like anything is going right, don't give up on yourself. Just keep pushing. You might have to change stuff up a little bit, different, but don't give up on yourself. Just keep pushing. And sometimes we might be doing something that we might want to change a little bit. So yeah, don't give up on yourself. Life has his way. Everybody have a journey, right? What is this? I was cleaning my yard a little bit. I had bugs. Um, Everybody have something they want in life. We all have different journey. But we are not all going to get there at the same time. Everybody are going different pace on that journey. So if you whatever you want for yourself, based on your age, and you see your friends where they need to be, and you just feel like you are behind, Don't feel like you are behind. Somebody want to be where you are right now, so don't feel discouraged and feel like you are behind in life. um I mean, you might not be in the best position than other people, but in order to get out of there, you just have to keep pushing. Don't give up on yourself. um okay, you have, please can you, I have to go to soccer. Oh, no, I did shout you out. You going to soccer practice? Oh, okay. I hope your practice or whatever goes well. Okay. Hope to see you next time back. So anyway, sorry I didn't see your text earlier. Mm. So yeah, and sometimes too, like we want certain things, even though we have all the knowledge to get it. But sometimes it's like who in life. Sometimes it's who you know. You might have like the idea, you might have all the knowledge, but sometimes it's just like difficult, you know. So don't give up. Just keep pushing. The way the world is designed today, sometimes people don't ready. You might be so smart, you might be talented, but you might have a gift, but because you down there right now, nobody know you. Nobody going to even care about you, right? Until you. Okay, like I was saying, sometimes you are so talented, you have all this goal or all the gift, but you are not just where you want to be. You're trying so hard, but you don't see anything going somewhere. But like I said, the way the world is designed now, if you don't like, if you are not like popular or you are not up there, people don't really care until you get up there. That's the time people will be like, oh yeah, I know her, that's my friend, that, or that's my family, whatever the heck it is. So yeah, don't feel discouraged. I know somebody gets so difficult because at the end of the day, you have to provide for yourself, you have to provide for your family. You just want to be out of where you are, and you just want something better for yourself, and it's just difficult. No matter which way you turn, you don't just see any progress, even though you're trying, but you don't just see any progress. So I know it can be frustrating, but don't give up on yourself. At the right time, when it's God time, just like whatever you want in life, when you ask God for it, ask. Even though they say faith without work is dead, yeah, you're doing the work. Even though you have to put in the work, but if you're asking for something very intentional, be don't think about the negative. What if? Just be positive. All you have to do put in the work and keep pushing. Yeah, it might be slow right now, but at some point it's gonna get better. So just I know, just giving somebody out there who might need to hear this, that you are not alone. Things gonna get better at the end of its storm. Things gonna get better. So just want to encourage somebody out there, and I pray that whatever you might be going through, that could be anything, financial, relationship, or just like wanting a good friend or better friend, because you never had that friend before, like a good friend, somebody that you can really be like, this is my friend. Or you never had that relationship that you've been wanting. Don't give up. And you shouldn't have to just settle for the bare minimum either. Yeah, in the past we all have made certain mistake when it comes to relationship, just settling for it just because you feel like you like the person. But ask yourself, do the person like you the way you like them, so sometimes from the beginning you can see all the sign, but sometimes we just tend to ignore it. That yeah, maybe it might work later. Let's just go with the flow. But I think you should follow your intuition, and if you feel like the bad the bad outweigh the good, probably maybe you should let this pass for now. Sit this one out. So just pray that God sends somebody in your life that you can truly be like, yeah, this is what I've been asking God for, and stuff like that. That you and the person can actually work together as a team. Because if you have somebody who have the same kind of concept, the same idea, what you're looking for, that you don't have to always push a person like almost like you're forcing them to do certain things. That you guys are just like, you have that mindset, you do care about each other, you want to see each other win. If you have somebody like that and you all respect each other, and no matter what it takes to get there, or no matter what it takes to get it, you're gonna get it one day. But if you have somebody who is not willing to work with you and stuff like that, you do care about that person though. You really truly love that person. You care about that person, and you want to see that person win. As long as that person is only thinking about itself, they don't care. That you always have to almost like push them. That relationship is not going to work. I always say it take two to make it work. So yeah, cause looking back, just to give you guys a little story time, I think um sometimes when we see somebody that we truly care about, that we love them, even though they say they do, but if they are not showing, if I always say actions speak louder than words. So if you're doing all this talking, it's not adding up to what you're saying. It just a waste of time. But to go back, sometimes from the beginning, that even though we are into this person, we are truly into this person, we like the physical aspect. We might feel like, yeah, this is somebody I actually want for us to be together and something like that. But truly though, sometimes people from the outside can see that people from the outside can see that maybe this is not just the right match. But just because we are truly into that person, we just like, should I say, we are blindsided. Sometimes some people are truly, some people truly care about us and something like that. It might be like, maybe this is not just the right person for you. But sometimes, even though sometimes jealousy or something like that, but in truly, if somebody truly care about you, like a friend group or something, like your family, they might see from the outside that this person is not just the right fit for you. They might tell you, but you might not even listen to it. You just like, you might just ignore it. You feel like, oh, this person don't want me to have this because this is what make me happy. But at the end of the day, if that's not the right fit for you though, you're gonna regret it last. So sometimes we just have to think about, yeah, this is what I want. But ask yourself, does the other person want the same thing? You know, because looking back though, like now I'm cool. Like I'm okay, just like enjoying my own self. I have always been that person though. Like I don't, I don't just go with it. I don't just go with the crowd, stuff like that. I don't really care about what other people have or what, you know. But as long this is something that I want, I don't mind working for it. I have never been a lazy person that just like want everything to just come easily to me. That I would just be with somebody just because I want them to support me, right? I have always been a one that always truly say, always have your own stuff, no matter if the other person is willing to take care of you or stuff like that. Always have your own stuff. At the end of the day, when it all go left, you are okay. You don't have to like depend on somebody because sometimes people come into your life for different reasons. Sometimes people have they don't have certain things that you may have, but they just like want to harvest that. So yeah, people. I know sometimes people come through because they do care about you, but sometimes people come with evil mindset. So we have a thing about, yeah, I like this person actually, even though they say they like me, I like them, but I think this gonna work. But actual self is an action speaking what they are saying, right? So yeah, I think enough of me just running my mouth, but I know I was saying earlier, looking back on my life though, like those people that I have met in the past, um, I always, even though like some of them, I always feel like, yeah, this might work. But for the most part, I can say 90% or 95%, I knew that it wasn't going to work. But I still went for it. So sometimes we are in denial. We don't just like listen, listen to our intuition and stuff like that, or listen to the way people treating you. They might no matter how they act like they are so good and stuff like that. But if you really listen and pay attention, you can see that they might be there for the right reason. They might not be there for the right reason. So with that said, just don't just be there just because you feel like that's what that this is what you want for the minute. Ask yourself, is it going to be worth it in the long term? So today's an open discussion for those of you who just coming, even though I'm just running my mouth. Excuse me. I'm just running my mouth, but whatever you guys want to talk about, you can put it down below. If you have questions, you have a topic you want to talk about it. And also, like, you when you with somebody, right, you feel like, yeah, from the beginning, it might be going right and stuff like that. But because somebody cannot hide a character too long, even if they pretend to be a good person, or at some point, they're going to take the mask off. So, you gotta pay attention. Um, I'm the type of person though. I wouldn't say like if I first getting to know you and stuff like that. Even though for the most part, one bad thing I can say about me though, I'm very stubborn. I'm set in my own. Like if I feel like this is not right, and I know it's not right for me, I'm gonna speak up. So you cannot change the way I think. If I know that this is not right, I'm still gonna keep talking about it until I leave from that. Yeah, you can't. You can't do anything to change the way I think, especially if I know it's not right. I'm gonna speak up. I am not gonna be afraid to speak up. But anyway, um, I was saying, pay attention. Even though sometimes people come to be good, they come to be like, oh yeah, I really want to be with you. I feel like you are the right person. But pay attention. At some point, if you really pay attention, listen. Sometimes the masks do come off. So ask yourself, is this the person I want to be with? Because sometimes some people like you are with them. But relationship go through different stages. If you ever been in a long-term relationship, you're gonna know that relationship go through a different stages. Relationship go through different stages. Sometimes everything gonna be good. At some point, you're gonna the mask gonna come off on different side. Your mask gonna come off. Their mask gonna come off. That's the time, that the testing time, you're gonna figure out, this is this the person I really want to be with and stuff like that. And if this is the right person for you, though, even though it's a testing time, if this is the right person for you and that person want to be with you as well, you guys gonna pass that. But if it's not the right person for you, that's the time that you should exit. Because if you just be there just because you feel like, yeah, I'm not gonna let this go because I feel like I should be with you or you should be with me. If that's not the right person for you, you just like want to force it, it's not good for you at the end of the day. I always say what meant to be gonna be. So I can be with you for years and years, but if I feel like you are not the right person for me, I'm not gonna be happy. So I know sometimes the longer you get together, you might get adjusted to certain things, that the way they do stuff. But if that's not the right person for you, they're always gonna, everything that they do gonna just make you annoyed. So choose wisely. Or sometimes when y'all are not together, be with somebody that at the end of the day, when things don't work out, you guys can still respect each other and let each other go peacefully without just like doing things to hurt each other, destroy each other's life. Be with somebody when a relationship has taken its course. You guys can admit that, take accountability for whatever role you play in that, and are willing to let go. Because nothing is going to last forever. I can tell you that. That could be maybe at the end of the day, both of you want something different, or one person go from this earth, or you don't just want to be with a person for whatever reason. So nothing lasts forever. I can tell you that. So just be with somebody who, even though you want this person for the long run, at the end of the day, when a relationship has taken its course, ask yourself, was it worth it? I know I'm all over the place, but I just want to check chat with you guys. My girls are getting ready, so we're going to take a walk. The weather is pretty nice, even though it's a little bit windy, but it's not bad. I would take this any day. A few days ago, it was cold. It's nice. Columbus weather. But hold on, let me put it bright. The bright's on, but I don't know. But anyway, what I wanted to say. Oh yeah, I was saying earlier, like at my age now, even though I haven't been in a lot of relationship, yeah, I've been in long-term relationship, or long-term marriage, right? Um, I always haven't been the one to just jump from one person to another, jump from one person to another. That's not me. I was not brought up like that, and I never felt like that was just right to just like jump from one person to another. I was never that person, or be with two people at the same time. To me, I don't know how people do it, but it's just like too much work. But what I'm trying to get at is, when I look at all the relationship, that long term marriage or long term relationship, I always felt something was off from the beginning. But and they didn't pay attention to it, or just maybe be like, oh, maybe I knew it wasn't right, or something was off, but I didn't follow my intuition. And at the end of the day, it just didn't work. I wouldn't say it was 100% of their fault. I can take that. I can take that accountability that if you let somebody into your life or your energy, knowing that, go into it knowing that something is off or something is not right, even the way they treat you or do stuff around you, you know that that's not what you're looking for and you still go with it, you can't put 100% of that on them. You should take accountability for allowing you for them to treat you that way. So um, that's that's it. And you should be your own. With God above, you should be your own boss. Some people though, even though they know it in their heart that they don't want to be with you, even though they know within their heart they don't want to be with you for a long term. If you let them though, they're gonna be off and on. If you let them, they're gonna do that to you. But you have to know what you want for yourself. You have to know what you deserve. That it's not okay for just people to come into your life off and on and just let them keep coming back and forth like this is a football field, right? And at the end of the day, if you let somebody into your life more than twice, it's a possibility the third time they're going to do the same thing. So, with that said, you can continue to allow people in your space or into your life to come in and out of your life. At the end of the day, that person just going to say, oh, yeah, if I go to her, she going to let me back in. And I'm going to do the same thing. When I'm tired, I will leave. And when I come back, she going to take me in. That can go both ways, either the guy or the lady. So you cannot continue to just let people come into your life like a football field. Sometimes you have to you have to have that willpower. You have to be stern. Even though, yeah, you can't let your emotion get in the way. You have to be willing to make some strong decision. Be like, uh, yeah, this is not just working. For example, right? For I would say, for example, for my marriage, it lasted for half my life, right? So with that said, at some point I knew that this marriage wasn't gonna work, right? But since we had two kids, I guess at the time my kids were little, so I'm like, I don't, even though my dad wasn't always around, so I don't want my kids to have to experience that. So maybe, even though I know that this is not what I want at this moment, maybe I should just let my kids have both parents. But that's wrong though. It's not fair to the kids. I always say, as long, or I don't want to see my kids be like, oh, my mom separated us from our dad or stuff like that. But at the end of the day, if you do that as a parent, you are just teaching your kids bad. Even though, yeah, you didn't have that, so you want your kids to have it. But at the end of the day, if that person is not a good wife or good dad, no, if that person is not a good wife or a good husband, that you teaching your kids to have to settle for that, right? So at the end of the day, if you know that nobody wants to just go marry and divorce, but if you know very well that that's not what you want, your kids shouldn't have to wash you. Just settle for the bare minimum. You should be willing to let go. You should be willing to let go so that your kids can actually learn from stuff like that. That they shouldn't have to take somebody into the life that is not serving them any purpose. That they should just have to settle for it just because for the sake of studies. Yeah. But anyway, even though now though I think people shouldn't be I shouldn't say, yes, some people want to be married, but you shouldn't just have to settle just for the sake of status. The person must have to want to be there with you 100%. Yeah, I don't want anybody who is gonna, yeah, we marry, right? But they don't want to let you go, but they don't want to be there 100%. You shouldn't have to allow that. Yeah. You can't be here 80% and be somewhere else 20%. Or you can't be here 70% and be somewhere 30%. That's not okay. You shouldn't have to just settle for it. Yeah, we are not all perfect, but you shouldn't have to settle for somebody who is going to uh, mistreat you, disrespect you, disregard you, and don't just treat you right. And you have to settle for it. You shouldn't have to do that. Just because you want to be with somebody or you want to be married. That's not okay. But anyway, enough of my chit chatting. I don't know if I'll pick you guys up later this evening. Let me go take my walk. Your girl trying to lose some weight. Yeah, your girl trying to lose some weight. So, we are not going to the gym today. We're going to take a walk. I like walking. Well, in America today, almost everybody have a car. So even you go into a short distance, you don't walk. So I've been trying to actually, especially during the summer, when the weather is this nice, I've been trying to take a walk to just like get out, exercise. I think walking just de-stress me though. Yeah, it helped me clear my mind. You guys are pretty quiet today. But anyway, I don't know, y'all. I think I want to sell my house. I want to move out. I've been having this house for a while, since 2015. I think I need to relocate somewhere else. But I don't know if I want to put my house in rent or I want to sell it. Even though, y'all, I'm off topic here for a minute, but yeah, that's what I'm thinking. The downside to this, though, if I do choose to put in rent, it have to be somebody really good who is not going to cause more problems. Somebody who is going to pay the rent on time. Then I don't have to worry about this mortgage. Um, I mean, the house is not bad, but I just feel that I need to relocate somewhere. I need to relocate somewhere. But I don't know where. I don't know why. Yeah, I'm off topic for a minute. Anyway, I just thinking out loud. But anyway, I gotta let you guys go. I'll probably go live later this evening if I have the time. I don't want to promise though if I cannot fulfill it, but we shall see. That's the goal. To go live. Maybe later. Even if it's for 20 or 30 minutes, I want to do that this evening. So if you guys have topic in mind y'all want to talk about, yo, I'm always open to new ideas on this channel. I'm not afraid to talk about any topic when it comes to relationship. Uh, I'm not going to hold back on any topic when it comes to relationship or life. So if you guys have topic you want to talk about, put in the comment because I need some ideas to talk about. Um, oh, excuse me. In the long run, I want to do a podcast that I can invite people. We talk. I think that'll be awesome. But I love to hear you guys input what you want to talk about. What y'all want to talk about. So this that gave me some ideas. Some ideas. But anyway, I can't complain. Life been great. Life been good to me. God been great. Everything is working out for the best. Despite some challenges that may come along the way. So I can't complain. I'm grateful for everything. With that said, I have to let you guys go. I'll pick you guys up maybe later this evening. Stay blessed. For those of you who are currently in a relationship, um, hope everything is going great. But if everything is not going the way in which you expected it to go, or you want it to go, maybe reevaluate the relationship. Talk about it. I always say communication is very important, and hopefully, whoever you're communicating with can comprehend what you're trying to say. Um, so with that said, if it's not going the way in which you envision it to work out, maybe have that discussion with your partner and just talk about it. But if they continue to do the same thing and they are not willing to change anything, maybe it's time to reevaluate. Maybe, yeah. But anyway, you all stay safe out there. Wishing you all the best partner in life that God has to offer you guys. And hope you are happy if you choose to be by yourself. Hope everything works out for you. Hope you are happy where you are at the moment until the right thing do come along. But one thing though, before I finish, always remember there's gonna be some kind of challenges. Everything ain't gonna be perfect. You're gonna have ups and downs. But what matters the most is being with the right person that no matter what come along, that you guys can work towards it, if it's possible. So with that said, stay safe and see you later. Bye.